So many people are looking for the fountain of youth these days, or they're trying to stay young. People are scared of dying, right? So what is the secret to a long life? That's what I'm going to reveal in this video, so sit tight. Welcome back to another video. My name's Jen. I help people reinvent their reality. Before I get started, let me just say, if you like the content here, please make sure to give me a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button. I put out a new video every single weekday. So we're going to talk about longevity today. A long life. What is the secret? Now, a lot of people aren't even concerned with this, especially younger people. I know when I was younger, it's like, who cares? You know, I'm living life now in the moment. And, you know, to me, 50 years old is old, right? When I was younger. Now it's not old, of course not. But what is the secret to a long life? So anybody who's watching this video who is trying to stay young and vibrant, what is it? What is it about certain people that helps them live, you know, for a very, very long time, for 100 years or so? Yes, part of it is genetic, absolutely, but there's more than that. There's more than that. That is what I'm going to get into today. So, from an Eastern perspective, in ancient texts, we have something known as Jing in our bodies. So we know, you've probably heard the word Qi, right? Qi is our universe, is our life force, what brings us alive. But Jing is our essence. It is what nurtures us. It's all about our growth and our development, but also our decline. So it's kind of like our constitution, our essence, fluid, what we're born with. And from Jing comes Qi, all right? So, you know, we're born with a certain amount of this constitutional essence, and we kind of get more of it in spurts and in different stages of our life. Usually women, it's 7 years. Men work in like 8-year cycles, all right? And there is something about preserving and maintaining the Jing in our body. Now, some people, you know, they inherit very strong constitutions, right? Strong immune systems, a very strong, you know, genetic makeup, okay? And other people, they might have weaker constitutions, okay? More prone to illness, getting sick, certain things in their family. So this is kind of what it's about. But you can preserve and maintain what you already have and not deplete it. So in the Western culture, we are all about depleting our Jing. So it's not about over-exercising. It's not about starving ourselves to look good. It's about preserving ourselves and maintaining good health. So secret number one is to slow down. Slow down. Everybody wants to fit everything they can in the shortest amount of time possible. We don't value old age. We don't value old age. Somewhere like China, they value old age because it's all about wisdom. It's about what that person has been through. It's all about preventing disease rather than waiting until disease, you know, is already present in our body and then we take care of it. No, we're all about living now, instant gratification. But we also overexert ourselves. We are workaholics for the most part. At least in American culture we are. In Europe, they're a little more laid back. So, you know, different cultures have different ways of living, and that's just how it is. But realize this, the more you are in a fight or flight mode, the more you are in a constant state of stress, the more you are working 14-hour days, 7 days a week, you are slowly depleting your natural essence, that constitution. And you can't get it back necessarily. There are some ways to get back, but I'm going to get into that. But it's once you lose a certain amount, then you are completely wiped out. You're depleted. Your battery is at zero. And that's when you are prone to illness and sickness and you have a very weak constitution, all right? And that is where, you know, your lifespan is going to be shorter the more you're on that track. But understand this, you can shift yourself to a different track by slowing down. That way you're preserving the Jing. And the next thing I'm going to get into is something that can actually help you increase that essence, okay? You know, look at it as your body's strength, okay? Not just the life force, but just the strength that keeps you alive, that helps you live longer. A lot of people, they're not concerned with living longer, I guess, right? They're concerned with just making as much money as they can, about power, about control, all these things. But understand this, being in that place, in that culture, in that environment can take a good 10 years off your life, okay? So if you find ways to not only preserve but boost that constitution within you, that essence that keeps you whole, that preserves you, you can live like 10 years longer, okay? So keep that in mind. So the second thing is we are all born with certain talents and abilities, innate talents, abilities, things we inherit from generations back, ancestors. And a lot of us don't discover what these are. You could call them your purpose, your mission, your mandate from heaven, your soul contract, whatever you want to call it, okay? Everybody has different terms for it. But we all possess certain things within us that just come natural to us, okay? And the more we tap into those creative things or what we're meant to be doing in this world, what is completely aligned with us, the more we preserve ourselves, the more we increase that longevity in our life. Because what happens, if we're doing things completely out of alignment to who we are, if we're meant to do certain things, make us happy, when we were, a teacher told me, think back to, and I know I can't remember this, some people can remember before they were 3 years old. I don't know how, I definitely can't, but you could ask your parents too, okay? What were you like before the age of 3? And what did you like to do? So some kids like to help their mother cook or stir or bang on pots and pans or dance and, do silly things. That gives you a good clue into what those talents and abilities are within you, okay? Whether you're more like creative, where you're like scribbling on something, or whether you're, vocal in some way, or whether you kind of have a liking to music, right? You can tell those things before the age of 3. So ask your parents. That gives you a good clue. Also, what kind of things you collect or what you do now that you don't get paid for necessarily, that you can't stop doing. You find you can't stop doing it, okay? So this is all about your purpose and your passion and tapping into that, because the more you align with that and the more you create, okay? The more you, increase that life force, that essence about you, makes you happy, because that is what you are meant to be doing. And then the third thing for increasing longevity in your life is to leave some sort of mark on the world. So this doesn't have to be like you need to write a best-selling novel or you need to be like a big public speaker. You could be a teacher. You could be an educator. You could just be anybody who is having an influence on a younger generation, for the most part, that's going to kind of continue this legacy. So it's about creation again, okay? Some people have babies. That's creation, right? So that could be your mark you leave on the world, right? For other people, it's creating something of substance that you leave in the world, whether it's teaching somebody or educating somebody or influencing somebody, whether it's art, poetry, a drawing, right? Music, anything like that. That is going to increase that essence about you, that life force about you. Makes you happy, makes you more in alignment, because again, it's what you're meant to be doing. So if you can tap into those things or explore what were things you used to love to do as a child, okay? A lot of us, we ignore it because we're like, oh yeah, as a kid, I used to like to draw, or I like music, and now not so much. I'm busy with my corporate job and doing this, doing that, and blah, blah, blah. No, get back into that. Get back into that, because that can actually increase your lifespan, okay? Because you are in alignment. Your body is in alignment. Your soul contract, okay? What you're meant to be doing. So those are just 3 ways, just a quick little video here about, certain things. It's not just about running around all the time. Sometimes it's about slowing down. Slowing down. We are not meant to be on just go, go, go constantly. We're not meant to be on high speed. We're not meant to be on the fast forward button all the time. No, that's going to deplete us, deplete our jing. It's going to deplete our life force, our energy, our immune system. going to make us sick over time. You might not realize it now, but over time you may, or you may not realize it, but it's actually taking time off of that lifespan. So if you care about living a long, healthy, happy life, happy, fulfilling life, then, just think about what I just said in this video. So that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I wanted to mention one thing before I go. I just released a bundle pack that includes 2 ebooks, one of which is called the Mental Mind Shift Diet. And it's not necessarily a diet, but it includes some of the stuff I just talked about here, about living a balanced life, okay? What kind of exercise should you be doing? What things should you be eating for your body type? Everybody is different, okay? Intuitive eating, things like that. Eating with the seasons, in line with nature, right? We are so in tune to nature, it's crazy. You wouldn't even realize. So yeah, there's that ebook. There's a second ebook about releasing fears, limiting beliefs in your life, anything that's keeping you stuck. This is the perfect time. This is perfect the season for letting go. 5 self-hypnosis MP3s in there for embedding new thoughts into the subconscious mind, okay? Keeping you running on a more positive path in life. So it's only about releasing the negative stuff, but also inputting new data into your computer. All right, and then there's one other bonus in there, but you guys will have to check it out to see what it is. So I'll put the link below if you guys are interested in that. Other than that, if you enjoyed this, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Again, subscribe. I put out a video every single weekday. And everyone, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.